tiny creatures.
Peppa and George are helping Grandpa Pig pick vegetables.
Peppa, here is a lettuce.
Thank you, Grandpa. Oh, what's that? There's a horrible monster on it.
Ho ho! That's not a monster. It's just a little snail.
Oh, where has he gone?
He's hiding in his shell.
Is that where he lives?
Yes, it's his house. Look, he's coming out again.
Hello, Mr. Snail. Grandpa, does Mr. Snail have a bed in his house?
Oh, no, Peppa.
If I were a snail, I'd have a bed and a table and a chair and a fridge and a television. Grandpa, what do snails eat?
Well, mostly they eat my vegetables. Oi! Stop that, you cheeky rascal.
Grandpa, George and I want to play cheeky snails.
These baskets can be your shells. There, now you look like two cheeky snails.
And I'm going to eat up all Grandpa Pig's lettuce.
Oi! Keep off my lovely lettuce, you cheeky snails.
And when Grandpa Pig shouts at me, I'll hide in my little house.
All of Peppa's friends are here.
Hello, Grandpa Pig.
Hello, Susie. Have you come to play with Peppa and George?
Yes.
I don't know where they are. It's just me and these two snails here.
We are cheeky snails. We are cheeky snails. Surprise! We were pretending to be snails. Can we be snails too?
I don't think I have enough baskets for you all.
Aww.
You could be something else, though. Something exciting from the garden.
A carrot?
Rebecca Rabbit likes carrots.
No, Rebecca, not carrots. Come over here.
What's that buzzing sound? It's coming from that little house. Grandpa, why is that doll's house making a funny buzzing noise?
That's not a doll's house, Peppa. It's a bee's house. It's called a hive.
Ooh.
Look, here's one now.
What's she doing?
She's collecting nectar from the flower, and then she flies back to the hive to make it into honey.
I like honey. Let's pretend to be bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Yes, let's be bees. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Buzz, buzz, buzz,
My,
buzz.
what busy bees.
Yes, we're busy bees. Buzz. Now we must fly back to our hive to make honey. Buzz.
Goodness me, what do we have here?
Granny, we're busy bees. Buzz.
Ah, would you busy bees like some toast?
Yes, please.
And what would you like on your toast?
Honey.
That's lucky, because that's what I've made. Toast and honey.
Hooray! I like being a bee because they eat lots of lovely honey. I like being a snail because they eat all Grandpa's lettuce.
Oi!
Oh.
You cheeky rascal.
The long grass.
Peppa and George are playing in the garden.
Oh,
The grass has not been cut for a while. It has grown very long.
come on, George. George, where are you? I can't see you. George, I'm coming to get you.
Peppa and George cannot see each other. Peppa and George love playing in the long grass. Daddy Pig is going to read his newspaper.
What a nice day for doing nothing.
Daddy Pig loves doing nothing.
Oh, goodness me, Daddy Pig. We've let the garden get a bit out of control.
What do you mean, Mummy Pig?
The grass. It needs cutting.
Oh, I quite like it. It's the wild garden look.
Mummy, Daddy, come and play in the long grass. It's fun.
OK, let's all play with this spotty ball.
Oh, where's it gone?
The ball is lost in the long grass.
Now we'll never find it.
Maybe it is time to cut the grass.
Yes, Daddy Pig.
I'll get the lawnmower. I'm sure it's here somewhere. Ah, here it is.
Daddy Pig has found the lawnmower.
It's a bit old and rusty.
Nonsense. It'll have the grass cut in no time. It does seem a bit rusty.
Maybe I should phone Grandpa Pig and ask if we can borrow his lawnmower.
There's no need to phone Grandpa. I just need to push a bit harder.
Daddy Pig's lawnmower is not very good.
Oh, I know. Let's phone Grandpa.
Hello, Grandpa Pig speaking.
Hello, Grandpa Pig. Could you help us cut some very long grass?
Oh, certainly. I'll be over right away. Bye. I think this is a job for Betsy.
Grandpa Pig is driving his motor mower over to Peppa's house.
Grandpa Pig! Peppa Egg!
Hello, everyone. I hear there's some grass that needs cutting.
And it's just a bit too long for my lawnmower.
Don't worry. Betsy will have it done in no time.
Is your lawnmower called Betsy?
She certainly is.
Hello, Betsy. Grandpa, can we ride on Betsy?
Of course you can. Hop aboard.
Aye, aye, Captain Grandpa.
We'll have this grass cut in no time. Hold tight. Here we go. Whee!
Betsy is very good at cutting grass.
This is fun.
There. Finished.
Grandpa, you've missed a bit.
Oh, yes. What's this?
Oh, the spotty ball. Thank you for finding our ball, Grandpa.
And thank you for cutting the grass.
Cutting grass is easy with Betsy.
Now we can play with our spotty ball.
To you, Daddy.
The ball bounces very well on the short grass.
To you, George.
Peppa Egg.
Catch!
Jumble Sale.
It is a rainy day and the school roof has a hole in it.
Children, we are going to have a jumble sale. The money we raise will pay for a new school roof.
Hooray!
Everyone has to bring something for the jumble sale.
What should we bring?
You can bring an old toy or something you don't use anymore. Meow.
The parents have arrived to pick up the children.
Home time. Don't forget your old toys for the jumble sale tomorrow.
Peppa is choosing a toy for the jumble sale.
Peppa, have you decided? You only have to choose one toy.
Yes, and it will help pay for a new school roof.
Okay. I'm going to give Mr. Dinosaur.
Mr. Dinosaur is George's favourite toy.
Peppa, you can't give away Mr. Dinosaur.
Can't I?
No.
Oh, bother. Sorry, George. Dinosaur.
Why don't you give your old Jack-in-a-Box?
OK. Now it's your turn, Daddy.
What?
We must all give something to the Jumble Sale.
I'm giving this hat and George is giving this ball.
So what shall Daddy give? I know, the television.
Not the telly.
No, it's too useful. I know. Daddy's smelly slippers. No, too smelly. I know. Daddy's old chair.
But that's an antique.
What does antique mean?
Antique means it's very old and valuable.
But you found it on a rubbish tip, Daddy Pig. It's worthless.
It'll be worth a lot of money when I mend it.
You've been saying that for ages, Daddy Pig.
I know. I'll give these lovely socks that Granny Pig made me.
Good.
I've come to collect your things for the Jumble Sale.
Here they are.
Thank you.
And would you like this old chair?
Oh, most generous. Goodbye.
Bye. Mummy, you gave away Daddy's chair.
Shh, don't tell him. He'll never notice.
It is the day of the Jumble Sale.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Rabbit.
Peppa, how about this chair? It's a bit rubbish, but you can chop it up and use it for firewood.
But it's an antique.
Is it?
Daddy said it's worth lots of money.
Well, I never. I'd better put the price up.
Bye. Hello, everyone. Hello, Peppa. What did you give Susie? I gave my nurse's outfit. I gave my parrot balloon. I gave my toy monkey. Oh, oh, oh. I will miss my Jack-in-a-Box. Can I buy this Jack-in-a-Box, please? And I'd like this nurse's outfit. The parrot balloon, please. Mummy, look what we've bought.
All your old toys.
We missed them.
Look what I've bought. It's an antique chair.
Oh, Daddy Pig, that's not an antique chair.
It is. Miss Rabbit just said so. And it matches my old one.
Yes, Daddy. That's because
Shh, Peppa.
it is your old chair.
What? But Miss Rabbit has just charged me lots of money for it.
Fantastic news, everybody. We have just raised all the money we need for a new school roof.
Hooray!
Thank you, Daddy Pig.
Ho ho. You're most welcome.
The balloon ride.
It is the day of the school fete. Miss Rabbit is running the raffle.
Roll up, roll up. The top prize is a ride in my hot air balloon.
Wow, that sounds fun. Can I have a ticket, please?
The blue ticket wins a toy car. Well done, Danny.
Can I have a ticket, please?
Thank you, Peppa. What are you hoping to win?
The balloon ride.
Wouldn't it be nicer to win the homemade chocolate cake?
Daddy Pig loves homemade chocolate cake.
The red ticket wins the balloon ride.
Hooray!
All aboard for the balloon ride. How many passengers, please?
4, please.
And Teddy. Dinosaur.
Oh, and a teddy and a dinosaur. That makes 6.
All aboard.
Hurry up, Daddy Pig. Hop aboard.
Quick, Daddy.
Splice the main brace. Chocks away. Full steam ahead.
Very impressive, Miss Rabbit. You must be an expert pilot.
Not really. This is the first time I've ever flown a balloon.
Oh.
Hold tight.
Miss Rabbit heats up the air in the balloon to make it rise into the sky.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Would anyone like to do the map reading?
I will.
Are you sure, Daddy Pig?
I'm very good at map reading. Oh, this map is a bit difficult.
Shall we go higher?
Yes, please. Higher, higher.
The balloon is rising high into the sky.
Oh, where did the sky go?
Don't worry, Peppa. We're just flying through a cloud.
Ooh. Wow, the sky is back again. Hooray! Big balloon, bigger than the sun and moon, flying high in the sky, fly and fly and fly and fly. Look, Teddy, we're flying really high.
Peppa, be careful you don't drop...
Teddy! I've dropped Teddy!
Don't worry, Peppa. We'll rescue Teddy. Hold tight, everybody. We're going down.
Miss Rabbit is making the balloon go down so that Teddy can be rescued.
I can't see Teddy anywhere.
There he is. Teddy's caught in a tree.
I can use this anchor to rescue Teddy. Slowly, slowly. There.
Daddy Pig has rescued Teddy.
Teddy!
Hooray!
Oh dear, no one is looking where they are going.
Look out! Tree straight ahead! Hold tight!
Oh. First Teddy was stuck in a tree, and now we are stuck in a tree.
Daddy Pig, do you know where we are?
We're lost, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh. Look, everyone. That's Granny and Grandpa's house.
Yes, we must be in Grandpa Pig's garden.
As I thought.
Ahoy there! Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig.
Goodness me! Ahoy there, Miss Rabbit.
Help, please.
Grandpa! We can't get down!
Don't worry, I've got a ladder.
Hooray!
Everyone climbs down from the big balloon.
Granny, Grandpa! Miss Rabbit took us for a ride in her big balloon.
How very exciting.
I'm afraid the most exciting thing we can offer is a piece of my homemade chocolate cake.
Homemade chocolate cake? That is exciting.
That was the best balloon ride ever.
And that was the best chocolate cake ever.
The eye test.
Peppa and George are playing with Pedro Pony. They are going to jump in muddy puddles. Pedro has slipped and lost his glasses.
No. Where are my glasses?
Without glasses, Pedro cannot see very well.
Ooh.
George has found Pedro's glasses.
Ooh. Silly George. Here they are. Thank you. Pedro, why do you wear glasses? I need to. The optician says so. What's an optician? My daddy is an optician. He checks that you can see clearly. How? Does he look inside your head? He does an eye test. Shall I give you an eye test? Yes, give me an eye test. OK. Interesting. Close one eye and say what you see. I can see George. Now close both eyes. Now I can't see anything. Can't see anything. Very, very interesting. I think you need glasses. Oh, do I? Yes.
Pedro, home time.
Bye-bye, Pedro.
No.
Bye-bye. Mummy, I need glasses.
What?
Pedro gave me an eye test and I need glasses.
I'm sure your eyes are fine.
No, Mummy. When I closed my eyes, I couldn't see anything.
But no one can see anything with their eyes closed.
Oh.
What's this about needing glasses?
Pedro knows all about glasses. His daddy is an optician.
All right, Peppa. Let's take you to the optician for a proper eye test.
Let's go now.
George, would you like an eye test too?
No.
Peppa is at the optician's. Mr. Pony is the optician.
Hello, Peppa. Please sit down. Now, what can I do for you?
I need an eye test, please.
Of course. Put these special glasses on and then look at the chart.
Mr. Pony is going to test Peppa's eyes.
Can you read these letters for me, please?
OK. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Good. Now these numbers, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Very good. And now these colours, please.
Red, green, orange, blue, yellow, purple.
Excellent. While I check your results, would you like to choose some glasses?
Yes, please.
How about these glasses, Peppa?
They're funny.
I know. What about these ones?
They're too big.
How about these?
Wow, I like these ones, Mummy.
Yes, Peppa, you look fantastic.
I look fantastic.
Good news. Peppa has perfect eyesight.
Oh, so I don't need glasses.
No.
But I really wanted glasses.
Oh. I suppose you could have some sunglasses.
Yes, sunglasses.
Here you are.
Fantastic. I hope it's sunny every day so I can always wear my sunglasses. George's birthday.
Today is George's birthday. It is very early in the morning.
George, it's too early. Dinosaur. Go back to bed.
It sounds like someone's up bright and early.
Happy birthday, George!
George woke me up.
You woke everyone up on your birthday, Peppa.
That was different. That was my birthday.
And today is George's birthday.
Happy birthday, George.
Here's your present, George.
Ooh. Dinosaur! I knew it would be some sort of dinosaur thingy.
Ho, ho! Squeeze its tummy.
Too scary!
George, I've made you a birthday card. Can you guess what the picture is?
George cannot guess.
I was going to paint you a flower. Oh.
George does not like flowers.
But in the end, I painted you a dinosaur.
That's a lovely picture, Peppa.
Yes, I'm very good at painting.
Now, we're going somewhere very special for George's birthday treat.
Yippee! Let's go! Where are we going?
You'll see.
The family are setting off for George's birthday treat.
Are we going to the circus?
No, but it's somewhere just as good.
Is it the cinema?
No, much better.
I just can't guess.
Where can they be going?
We're here.
The family have arrived at the museum.
Why are we at the museum?
Come on, you'll see.
What can George's birthday treat be?
George, what do you like best in the whole world?
Dinosaur. Ooh. Dinosaur.
George's birthday treat is a visit to the museum dinosaur room.
Silly old dinosaurs again. Dinosaur.
Don't be frightened, George. It's not a real dinosaur.
It's just a robot. Look, I stand on this spot and...
And now there's another surprise.
All of George and Peppa's friends are here.
Surprise!
Mummy Rabbit has made a birthday cake for George.
Can anyone guess what sort of cake it is?
A dinosaur cake.
It is! What an amazing guess, Peppa!
Happy birthday, George!
There's one last surprise. Follow me.
What is the last surprise?
What do you think it is, Peppa? It's probably something to do with dinosaurs. Oh, what's that?
It just needs to be filled with air.
I know! It's a bouncy castle.
Peppa loves bouncy castles.
But if it's for George, why isn't it something to do with dinosaurs?
It is a dinosaur. A bouncy dinosaur.
Hooray!
George loves bouncy dinosaurs. Everyone loves bouncy dinosaurs.
This is great! Happy birthday, George! Mysteries.
Peppa and her family are watching their favourite television programme, Detective Potato.
I am Detective Potato, the world-famous detective.
Ooh.
Please help me, Mr. Detective. I cannot find my flower anywhere.
Your flower is on the top of your head.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Detective. That was easy. I could do that.
I'm sure you could, Peppa.
Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a famous detective.
George wants to be a detective too.
If you're going to be detectives, you'll each need a hat. Detectives always wear hats. Now you look like two proper detectives.
And we need one of those funny things that makes everything look big.
A magnifying glass. I think we've got one in the kitchen drawer. Here we are. A real magnifying glass.
Wow! How does it work?
You hold it in front of things and they look bigger.
The magnifying glass makes the little fish look big.
Can I have a go? Wow!
The magnifying glass makes George's eyes look very big.
Now what you detectives need is a mystery to solve.
Daddy, what's a story?
A mystery is something detectives are good at sorting out. Like finding things that are lost.
I know. We can find George's toy dinosaur. That's always getting lost. Dinosaur.
Mr. Dinosaur is not lost.
Oh. What about your glasses, Daddy? You're always losing them.
Oh, not today. I'm wearing my glasses.
It's not fair. There aren't any stories.
Would you like me to make you a mystery?
Yes, please.
Daddy Pig is going to make a mystery.
Now, what's on the table?
The little fish, Teddy, a jack-in-the-box, and Mr. Dinosaur.
That's right. Now look very hard and try to remember them all.
The little fish, Teddy, a jack-in-the-box, and Mr. Dinosaur.
Have you remembered them?
Yes.
OK. You just have to go outside for a moment. I'll call you when I'm ready.
It sounds like Daddy is going upstairs. And now he is coming down again.
All right. You can come back inside now. One thing is missing from the table. Do you know what?
Mr. Dinosaur is there. Little Fish, Jack in a Box.
So who's missing?
Teddy!
That's right. Teddy's gone.
Well done, Peppa and George.
It was quite easy for us. We are famous detectives.
Ah, but that's only half the mystery. Where has Teddy gone?
Oh, I don't know.
What are those little things on the floor?
They're cake crumbs.
The magnifying glass makes the cake crumbs easy to see.
I wonder if Teddy has been eating cake.
And the crumbs lead this way. Teddy's been eating a lot of cake.
The crumbs lead into Peppa and George's bedroom.
Oh, the crumbs have stopped. How can we find Teddy?
Ask me some questions, but I will only answer yes or no.
OK. Is Teddy in this room?
Yes.
Is Teddy in George's bed?
No.
Is Teddy somewhere high up?
Yes.
Teddy's in my bed!
Hooray!
The mystery is solved.
Ho-ho! Do you still want to be a detective when you grow up, Peppa?
Being a detective is quite hard. Next time, I want to be the one who makes the mysteries. Like you did, Daddy. The time capsule.
Peppa and her friends are at their playgroup.
Today we are going to make a time capsule.
What's a time capsule?
A time capsule is something that will show people in the future how we lived.
How?
We'll put special things in this box and then we'll bury it in the school garden.
Will it grow?
No, Susie. It will remain in the ground for many years.
Ooh.
Now, what things should we put inside?
A comic.
Very good, Peppa.
Music.
Very good, Susie.
A toy.
Nay.
A coin. Stamps. Squeak. A carrot.
Oh, you do like carrots, don't you, Rebecca?
Yes.
All those are excellent things to show our daily lives.
Madam Gazelle, what will the future be like?
What do you think it will be like?
I think in the future I will live on the moon. And all my friends will come to visit. And I will fly a space rocket. Hello!
Now we'll record a message for the people of the future. Say hello to the future.
Hello to the future. You're probably all living on the moon now and going on holiday to Mars. And flying around in space rockets.
Wonderful!
It is nearly home time and all the parents have arrived.
Mummy, Daddy, we've made a time capsule.
Ah, Daddy Pig, you're just in time to help us dig a hole.
Yes, of course.
Daddy Pig is digging a hole in the school garden for the time capsule.
There.
Can we dig it up now?
Oh, it will remain in the ground for many years.
Aw, but I can't wait that long.
Peppa, you are just like your daddy when he was little.
Am I?
Yes, I remember when I was his teacher.
Did you teach my daddy?
Yes, I taught all of your mummies and daddies. Didn't I?
Yes, mademoiselle.
When your mummies and daddies were little, they made a time capsule too.
Yes, we did. We buried it next to a little tree.
Can we dig it up?
Yes, I think we buried it over here.
Oh, I thought it was a much smaller tree.
Oh, it was a long time ago. The tree has grown a bit since then.
I found something. It's our old time capsule.
Hooray!
I can't wait to open it.
Stand back, children.
Yes, Madam Gazelle.
What do we have here? Oh, an old comic.
That was my favourite comic.
A tin toy.
My favourite toy.
Music.
My favourite record.
And a very old carrot.
That's mine.
What a good choice, Mummy.
And a videotape of your mummies and daddies when they were little.
Ooh. Who's the little piggy in the glasses?
Oh, that's Daddy Pig. Oh, and that's me.
Hello to the future.
What a squeaky voice you have.
You're probably living on the moon now.
Silly little Daddy Pig.
Making time capsules is such fun. And finding them is even better.
Daddy Pig's office.
Today, as a special treat, Peppa and George are visiting Daddy Pig's office.
Daddy, what do you do at your office all day?
Lots of fun things. You'll see.
This is the building where Daddy Pig works.
We're here.
Hooray!
Yes?
Hello, it's Daddy Pig.
Hello, Daddy Pig.
Can I press the button too?
Of course, Peppa.
Yes?
It's me.
Oh, hello, me. Come in.
My office is on the top floor. We have to go up in the lift.
Can I press the button?
I think it's George's turn. Press the top button, George.
Ooh.
The lift is taking Peppa, George and Daddy Pig up to the very top floor.
Wow.
Top floor, doors opening.
This is Daddy Pig's office.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Daddy Pig.
Hello, Daddy Pig.
Mr. Rabbit and Mrs. Cat work with Daddy Pig.
I've brought two very special visitors with me today. Peppa and George.
What an honour.
Let's begin the tour. Mr. Rabbit, can we start at your desk?
We certainly can. My job is all about numbers. I take very important pieces of paper. I take a rubber stamp and I stamp the paper.
Wow.
What a great job Mr. Rabbit has.
Can I do some stamping?
Of course, I'll just find you some paper.
Here's some paper.
Maybe we should use some blank paper. Here you are.
Peppa likes stamping with rubber stamps.
I like doing Mr. Rabbit's job.
On with the tour. Next up is Mrs. Cat's desk.
Meow.
Hello, Pepper and George.
Hello.
My job is all about drawing shapes on the computer.
Ooh.
Then I print the shapes out.
Wow.
And here's another copy.
Thank you.
What a nice job Mrs. Cat has.
Can I have a go?
Maybe it's George's turn now.
That's right, George. It's your turn to do some work.
George is making blue triangles.
Now we print them out. I like doing Mrs. Cat's job.
Do you want to see my desk now?
Yes, please.
This is Daddy Pig's desk.
My job is quite complicated. I take big numbers, transmute them, and calculate their load-bearing tangents.
Daddy Pig's job sounds very important.
Do you use rubber stamps?
No.
Do you use a computer?
No. But I do use colouring pens.
Daddy, can we draw with your colouring pens?
Good idea.
Peppa and George love drawing with colouring pens.
I'm drawing a house. George is drawing a dinosaur. George always draws dinosaurs. Dinosaur.
My goodness, 5 o'clock already.
It is home time.
I say, what a splendid picture of a house.
And what a fierce dinosaur.
George and I have been doing Daddy's job.
And they've been doing it very well.
I like doing Mr. Rabbit's job, and I like doing Mrs. Cat's job. But I like doing Daddy's job the best. Bedtime.
It is almost bedtime. Peppa and George are just finishing their supper.
Daddy Pig.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit tired. It's been a long day.
George and I aren't sleepy at all. Can we play in the garden?
But it's almost your bedtime.
Can we play outside for just a tiny bit? Please, Mummy. Please, Daddy.
All right. But you must come in when we call you for your bath. I don't know where they get their energy from.
Peppa and George are playing one last game outside before bedtime.
Look, George. Lots of muddy puddles.
Peppa and George are wearing their boots. They are going to jump up and down in muddy puddles. Peppa loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles. George loves jumping up and down in muddy puddles.
Look! The biggest puddle in the world.
What a huge big puddle.
Peppa! George! Bath time!
Daddy, Mummy, we found the biggest muddy puddle in the world.
I can see that. Quick, into the bath.
Oh, can't we just play outside a bit longer?
No, it's bath time. Are you and George feeling sleepy?
No, Daddy. We are not even a tiny bit sleepy.
Peppa and George might not be sleepy, but I am.
Me too.
Before bedtime, Peppa and George have their bath. Peppa likes splashing. George likes splashing. Peppa and George both like splashing.
That's enough splashing.
Let's get you dry and into your pyjamas.
Oh, can't we just stay in the bath a little bit longer?
Bath time is over. Now it's time to clean your teeth.
Before going to bed, Peppa and George brush their teeth.
OK, that's enough brushing. Into your beds.
Oh, I think our teeth need a bit more cleaning.
When you're in bed, Daddy Pig will read you a story.
Hooray!
Peppa and George like stories. When Peppa goes to bed, she always has her teddy tucked up with her. When George goes to bed, he always has Mr. Dinosaur tucked up with him.
Are you feeling sleepy now?
No, Daddy. We need lots and lots of stories.
Daddy Pig will read you one story. Now, which book do you want?
The Red Monkey book.
OK, I'll read you the Red Monkey book.
Peppa and George like the Red Monkey book.
Once upon a time...
Oh, sorry, Daddy Pig.
Once upon a time, there was a red monkey. And this red monkey had a bath. And cleaned his teeth. He got into his bed. And soon he fell fast asleep. Good night, Red Monkey.
Peppa and George are asleep.
Good night, Peppa and George. Sleep well.
Now Peppa and George are asleep, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig are going to watch some television.
And now it's time for the amazing Mr. Potato.
I've been looking forward to watching this program.
The amazing Mr. Potato is always ready for action. He runs fast. He jumps high. He never sleeps.
It is bedtime for Peppa and George. And it looks as if it is bedtime for Mummy and Daddy too.
George's friend.
Peppa and her friends are at the playground. Peppa, Susie and Danny are on the roundabout.
Are you all ready?
Ready!
Then let's go!
Faster!
George is a bit too little for the roundabout. He is playing on the swing. Here is Rebecca Rabbit with her little brother, Richard Rabbit.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Can I come on the roundabout too?
Hop on, Rebecca.
Let's go really, really fast.
Richard Rabbit wants to go on the roundabout too.
If Richard gets on, it means we can't go fast. Richard can play with George.
Richard, would you like to play with George?
No.
George is a dinosaur just like yours. Let's go and see.
Richard Rabbit is the same age as George.
Richard wanted to see George's dinosaur.
Grrr, dinosaur.
George, can Richard play with your dinosaur?
No.
Richard, can George play with your dinosaur?
No.
George and Richard do not want to share their dinosaurs.
George, it will be much more fun if you share.
That was really nice of George.
Dinosaur!
George does not like sharing.
Richard, let George hold the dinosaurs now.
Richard does not like sharing either.
What's all this crying about?
George and Richard always cry when they play together. They're just too little to play properly.
Can you two big girls teach them to play together?
Of course. We can help them make sand castles.
Good idea. Let's go to the sandpit.
George and Richard love the sandpit.
George, Richard, today we are going to make sand castles. First, we fill the buckets with sand. We turn the buckets over and give them a little tap. Now we lift the buckets. Hey, presto!
Richard has made a sandcastle.
Hey, presto!
And George has made a sandcastle.
You see, playing together is fun.
Oh dear, this game has not gone very well.
It was your brother's fault. He broke George's sandcastle. Your brother broke my brother's sandcastle first.
Now, you two big girls are meant to be teaching Richard and George to play nicely together.
That's right. We're big girls. And George and Richard are too little to play together properly.
I've got an idea. George, what's your most favourite thing in the whole playground?
Seesaw!
George loves the seesaw.
Seesaws.
It is a bit difficult to play on a seesaw on your own. Richard wants to play on the seesaw.
Seesaw, seesaw, seesaw. Look, George and Richard are playing together. Seesaw, 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 seesaw.
George likes Richard. Richard likes George. George and Richard like playing together.
Seesaw, seesaw. Traffic jam.
Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig are making lunch for Peppa and her family.
I've dug up some more potatoes.
Oh, Grandpa, we've already got plenty of potatoes.
You can never have too many potatoes.
OK, but get the potatoes in the oven. The others will be here soon.
Ho, ho! We've plenty of time. It's only 11 o'clock.
Peppa and her family are on their way.
I wish we'd set off sooner. We're going to be late again.
Don't worry, Mummy Pig. We've still got loads of time.
We're always late when we go to Granny and Grandpa's.
Not this time. I've found a new way that avoids all the traffic. Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Peppa and her family are stuck in a traffic jam.
Look, there's Danny Dog and Grandad Dog.
Danny Dog and Grandad Dog are in the traffic jam too.
Hello, Peppa.
Hello, Peppa.
We're going to my Granny and Grandpa's for lunch. We're going to be late.
It's 1 o'clock. They're late, as usual.
How are your potatoes doing?
They still need a bit more cooking.
Granny Pig speaking.
Hello, Granny Pig. We're stuck in a traffic jam.
Don't worry. We're running late too. Grandpa's gone over the top with potatoes. See you in a bit. The poor dears are stuck in a traffic jam.
Sounds like I've got time to get a few more potatoes.
Grandpa Pig.
We're moving so slowly. We'll never get to Granny and Grandpa's.
Peppa's right. We have to try a different way.
But there aren't any other main roads.
I know a shortcut.
Bye-bye, everyone. We're taking a shortcut. Bye-bye, Peppa.
Good luck!
Mummy Pig is taking a shortcut to get ahead of the traffic. The shortcut is very bumpy.
This is fun.
Are you sure about this?
Trust me.
Hello, ducks. We're taking a shortcut.
Look, there's the main road again.
Well done, Mummy Pig.
But we're still behind Danny's lorry. Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh dear, Mummy Pig's shortcut has not worked very well.
Good. Lunch is ready.
And most important of all, the potatoes are done.
Lunch is ready, but Peppa and her family are still not here.
Grandpa Pig speaking.
We're almost at your house. But the traffic is still moving at the speed of a snail.
A very, very slow snail.
They're almost here, but they're still in the traffic jam.
Poor dears. The food is going to get cold.
I've got an idea. I'll get my wheelbarrow.
What is Grandpa Pig doing?
Granny Pig, load the lunch into the wheelbarrow.
Aye, aye, Grandpa Pig.
If they can't come to the lunch, we have to take the lunch to them.
Look, there's Granny and Grandpa with our lunch in a wheelbarrow.
Ahoy there! Lunch is served.
Is there enough for Danny and Grandad Dog to have some too?
We've got enough for everyone.
Hooray! Potatoes!
Good job you did lots and lots of potatoes, Grandpa.
Ho, ho! You can never have too many potatoes.
The boat pond.
The ducks are swimming in their pond. They are very happy. Here are Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig.
Hello, ducks.
The ducks want some bread.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck. We haven't got any bread today. We've got something much more fun.
Peppa has brought her toy boat. And George has brought his toy boat.
Let's wind your boat up, George.
George's boat works with clockwork.
Quick, George. Put the boat in the pond before the clockwork runs out.
George loves his clockwork boat.
Mummy, can you wind my boat up?
Your boat doesn't need winding up, Peppa.
Peppa's boat is a sailboat. The wind makes it go along.
I don't like my boat. It doesn't do anything.
That's because there isn't any wind today.
Maybe it just needs a little help. I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your boat along.
Hooray! It went really fast.
Peppa loves her sailboat.
Meh.
Here is Peppa's friend, Susie Sheep.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Susie. We're playing with our boats. Meh. I've got my speedboat. Is it clockwork? No, it has batteries.
Susie's speedboat uses batteries to make it go.
Ooh.
What a great speedboat.
Sorry, Mrs. Duck.
Here is Danny Dog with Grandad Dog.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
Danny.
My granddad has made me this paddle boat. Ooh.
I say, that's impressive. How does it work?
It's steam-powered. I just push this little lever.
Wow.
What a fantastic paddle boat. Here is Rebecca Rabbit with her mummy.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Rebecca. We're playing with our boats. I wish I had a boat.
Rebecca Rabbit does not have a boat.
I've got an idea. Luckily, I brought my newspaper along. I just need one page. Which page can we lose? News? Sport? Ah, fashion.
Not the fashion page.
OK, I'll use the business page. When I was a little piggy, I used to fold newspaper like this.
What is Daddy Pig doing?
To make a paper boat.
Daddy Pig has made a paper boat.
Thank you, Mr. Pig.
George wants a paper boat too.
Oh, I suppose I can do without the sports page.
Please, can I have one? And me.
Of course.
Daddy Pig is making paper boats for everyone.
Let's have a race.
Good idea, Mummy Pig. We can huff and puff and blow the paper boats across. Everyone take a deep breath. Ready, steady, blow! We have a winner! Who had the sports page?
That's George's boat.
George is the winner.
Hooray!
I like boats, and I like paper boats the best. Me too!
It's time to go home. Everybody has had a great time.
Bye-bye! Bye-bye, ducks. See you soon.
The ducks enjoyed the toy boats, but they quite like having the pond back to themselves again.
George catches a cold.
Today it is raining a little bit.
Peppa, George, put your rain clothes on.
When it rains, Peppa and George must wear their rain clothes.
Yuck!
George does not like wearing his rain hat.
George, you must keep your hat on.
Why?
Because you must keep dry.
Why?
Because you might catch a cold.
Why?
George, do you want to play in the garden? Then keep your hat on.
Come on, George.
Peppa and George are going to jump in muddy puddles.
Yuck!
George does not want to wear his rain hat.
Peppa, George!
Come inside. The rain's too heavy to play in now.
Oh, George, where's your hat?
Achoo!
George has caught a cold.
Achoo!
Oh, poor little George. You don't sound well.
Don't worry. I'll ring Dr. Brown Bear.
Dr. Brown Bear speaking. I see. Put George to bed and I'll be straight round.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear. Goodbye.
Will George be taken to hospital and given medicine?
No. George just has to go to bed.
Oh, so George is not really properly ill. Ugh, that's disgusting.
Poor George. Let's get you straight to bed.
George, you have to stay in bed for a bit.
No.
George does not want to stay in bed.
Achoo.
George, you have to stay in bed until you are better.
Why?
Because you have to keep warm.
Why?
Because Dr. Brown Bear says so.
Hello, where's my patient? Open wide and say, ah.
George is a little bit worried.
Peppa, you're big and brave. Can you show George how to say, ah?
Of course. Ah. Ah.
George has caught a cold.
Does George need medicine?
No, but he can have some nice warm milk at bedtime to help him sleep.
Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
George has been in bed all day. Now it is Peppa's bedtime.
George, are you better? Achoo!
George is not better.
Achoo! George, please don't sneeze so loudly. This is impossible.
George, here's some nice warm milk to help you sleep.
The warm milk makes George feel very, very sleepy.
Good night, my little piggies.
Ah, it's so nice and quiet.
It is morning. George has slept very well. George is better.
Come on, everyone. It's a lovely sunny day.
George is wearing his rain hat. He doesn't want to catch another cold.
Oh, George, you don't need to wear your hat.
Why?
Because it's hot and sunny.
Why? George, can you stop saying why all the time? Why?
George certainly is better.